everyone, it's Dr. Bhairavi, the Sky Priestess. And now, today's video doesn't exactly have a theme. It's been a while since I checked it and saw how everybody was, so I figured I'd do that and just show up and see what would come up. As you know, we've had some very, very powerfully intense alignments these past few days. And for those of you wanting the astrology of it, you can look at previous videos. So I figured I would just do a live, see what came up, see if there were any pertinent questions, see if I end up saying something useful without really planning it, which is how things tend to happen for me anyway. So it's an open space. So let's see how, it's going to manifest. So let's just give a minute for people to show up. I know it's a very, very intense time for everybody. And, I'm glad you're taking the time. So let's get to it. All right, let's see who's here. Hello, Debbie. Hello, William. Good afternoon to you too. Yeah, so past couple of days has, hang on. Hey, we also see Antonis. Hi, Antonis. So past couple of days have been extraordinarily intense, and I've basically been doing the equivalent of being in my blanket fort and watching watching Modern Family. I'm about 10 years behind in modern family, but also modern sitcoms and most of television. I think I saw Teen Wolf just last year. So, I figured use the time, lay low, let things move through however they need to move through in a way that is aligned and, catch up on some of this old stuff. So I finally hit a point where I felt comfortable and I'm done with that. So I feel a bit better resurfacing. Also, and this is something it certainly was an unexpected thing. I wasn't feeling so great. So I did one of those, don't even ask me why I did it. It was one of those attractiveness tests, but which is, AI based. So they look at the symmetry of your face and they give you a value. So I was just sitting at the computer doing this. And then it came up as something like 90.9% attractive. And I'm like, what? So I said, all right, fine. So I gave it a smile and then I got 99.2%. I was like, shit, okay. I must be sitting on dynamite and not knowing it. But anyway, that did give me a little bit of a pick-me-up. Though the test did come with the disclaimer, if you have low self-esteem or are dealing with psychological challenges, don't do it. And it just tells you my state of mind. I was like, screw it, I'm going to do it anyway. But no, it was just a little bit of a nudge to say, hey, your face, people like your face. Get out there and show your face and see what happens. So which is what we are doing. So let's do a quick hello to who else has come on. Hi, Joyous. Hi, Adrienne. Hi, Zen. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Ashy. Hi, Monica. Long time no see. Hi, Angel. Hi, Queen. Hi, Maria. Hi, Ray. Hi, Kit. Hi, Christine. Hi, Isby. Hi, VB. VB, you're supposed to send me an email. I haven't got your email. Antoni says, don't lol, be careful. Those online face tests just want to profit from your data. I made sure I checked the privacy and da. I'm quite paranoid about these things. But I don't know why. Spirit just said go and I did. Veronica says, peace and light, Bhairavi, of course, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. But I was like, 99. I like it. Star says, hey. Shirley says, hello. 305 Capricorn says, hello. Nice to see you. Alicia says, hello. Evie says, hello. Your face is beautiful. Your spirit's sublime. Thank you kindly. I would say I definitely don't think of myself that way on most days. Vivi says, I actually did send it. However, I will resend you. That would be great because I don't have anything in my inbox right now to reply to. So yeah, that's just one of those things. I mean, one of the reasons why this particular constellation of alignments is hitting me hard is because it's close to my own theories, which is why I'm feeling it a little stronger than most. But hopefully it'll pass over. And I'll be 35 this year. So looking forward to my birthday. Meghna says blanket fort sounds awesome. Yay. Brenda says first time catching me live. Nice. So especially for the first timers. Well, sometimes I do videos like this where I don't really know what I'm going to say, but I'm just going to show up and see what comes. Sometimes spirit has a message that will come up as I keep talking. Sometimes it's a question that someone asks, and then we get into whatever we need to get into. So, I was digging up some old photographs. I had a computer that, and this is actually a bit of an epic story. So I was supposed to go through this pilgrimage through Magdalene sites in Europe, and I was in Spain and I had to go take a train to the Pyrenees or something. And instead of telling me where, and this was in Barcelona, instead of telling me where the nearest printer was where I could print out my tickets, they sent me to the wrong side of town. Despite my best attempts, I get pickpocketed and my passport gets stolen. And on top of that, my laptop's gotten damaged. So I have to, I'm sitting there for 10 days in Barcelona, not knowing what to do. Everyone's looking at me like I'm an alien. I eventually go and see the Black Madonna of Montserrat, and that was good. But I also did get a laptop from there, whom I named Hector Horatio Gomez. I name things. I name my teapots. I name mugs that I like. I name my laptops. I name things. So I had a laptop named Hector that lasted with me as I had that very, very, very few years of intense travel all around the world. So eventually, I got hacked after many years. I decided to go get the data that was on Hector. So I did. And I got to see a lot of old photographs of mine from about, let's say, 2010, 2011. And I was a very different person then. I looked different. My energy was different. It was a different life. And I'd been thinking about all the changes that have happened in the past 10, 12 years. And it's very different. The life I thought I was going to lead in 2009, if you'd asked me then, and the life that I'm leading now is completely different. Definition of family has changed, definition of friends have changed, definition of everything that I thought I knew and I understood about life and myself and spirituality has changed. And I cannot tell you it's been a pleasant process. It's been a very unpleasant process. Would I recommend it to anybody else? No. But knowing what I know now, having experienced everything that I've experienced and all of the losses, would I do it again? Yes, despite everything. Just because for me, the road that I've been walking on, as painful as it has been, is a road that has taken me to deeper truth. And I'm coming to that space in my life where it has to be true. And that comes down to everything, a decision, a micro decision on what am I going to eat today? Who do I consider a friend? What do I want from a lover? How do I want to treat the people I consider family? What do I want to fill my day with today? Every day has to be permeated with that intensity of truth. And it's not an easy life, you know. And you know me, I'm not a whinger. I'll tell you about the shit that happens, but it's not coming from a poor me place because I think if I caved in, that'd be no one to support my family. So, it's always a case of reflection and looking back. And for me, it's also the realization that I have seen so many people, teachings, languages, fads that are just so fake over the past 12 years. You cannot imagine how many people that I've seen that have turned out to be so fake. Whether they were people who used the language of family, fans, friends, facilitators, all those F words are coming out today. um, I just look at all of these things and I realize that, yeah, what's happening is, for me, at least in my life, is very much a requirement to go into truth. And when you sit in that frequency of truth, you can't use fancy words. You can't posture. You can't pose. You can't pretend. Those are all those P words. So we've got F words and we've got P words. I'm dissing them today. You can't project yourself in a way to look good, to feel desirable, look appealing, to look charismatic, which is what a lot of false teachers end up doing. They end false friends, false people, false lovers, false soulmates. It's all about that projection. Now, I don't mind telling you that the placements in my own chart are quite terrible in the sense that they keep pushing me to this, going, you're going to experience this, and then you're going to tell people about it, and they're going to understand it, and they will thank you. Yay. So, yeah, past couple of years has been all about that unmasking. And, I'm not the type of person who is content with going, you did that. It was your fault. I will always ask the question, okay, which part of me missed this? Which part of me missed what I needed to have seen? Which part of me was not willing to look at what was there? Which part of me gave into even the tiniest egoic desire? Even if it's a very simple wish, even if it's a very simple desire, which part of me gave into that instead of not seeing what was there? And so, as you can tell, I hold myself to impossibly high standards, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Very kind to lots of people, give people a huge amount of leeway, but on myself, you know, it's got to be right in the eye of the needle. There's no, there's no moving from that space. And we're going to be seeing this for everyone to a certain extent, especially in the alignments coming up in December. We're going to have a solar eclipse conjunct the galactic center, conjunct the great attractor. We're going to be seeing a full moon conjunct the galactic center. We're going to be seeing the node shift on my birthday. And then we're going to be seeing the Uranus Saturn square. And, and this is the thing. The people attracted to me tend to have, at least if not, then very similar elements. That's why you're all attracted to me. You know, there are some people who go through this, what they understand is a spiritual journey with bubbles and buttercups and butterflies and, I don't know, shiny, sparkly rainbow butts. I don't know. And then there are people who end up having to look at the harsh truths of things over and over and over again. And that's just been the cycle for the past 12 years. And it's tiring. It's honestly very, very tiring. I mean, I think I can say without ego, I've probably spent more time looking at the esoterics that have made up this experience of reality and the many spaces and places and means by which reality is constructed at a metaphysical level. I probably spend more of my life looking at that than I do, I don't know, housekeeping. This is true. And yeah, it's all over the place. It's that need to be real. It's that need to strip away that pose. And I tell you, I love going on Instagram. I do. But I look at it as a sociological exercise because each time I'm scrolling to things, even if it's a cute cat video, I really like that little cat that cooks called the Little Puff. It looks like a cat chef. It's nice. But then immediately I see the copy videos and I see the different vibes that come in and I see the way people try to capitalize on it and market it. And I keep seeing the way people try to push themselves and they try to push a language of spirit that they don't understand. Because it's one thing to understand things from a mental perspective. It's another thing to create a song and a dance and a persona about it. And then it's another thing to live without that mental filter. Absolutely in the here and the now. It's because when you are working purely with spirit, ego mind doesn't have a space. It becomes a tool, becomes a way by which you are expressing yourself, but it is no longer in charge. And, technology has created a space where people are trying to create, I guess, a virtual reality in some platforms quite directly, but they're trying to create a space in which their imagined versions of themselves have more credence than their actual selves. And you know what? As much as a person can get hooked into all of that, that's not going to fly. Because at the end of the day, we must come back to the reality that we see around us. And that's where you're going to find your biggest truth. And maybe your reality is comfortable, maybe it's not. Maybe you're surrounded by people who truly care about your emotions and feelings, and maybe you're not. But whatever your road is, and whoever you are walking on that road with, is indicative of deeper, I don't want to say agreements, I don't want to say commitments, but it is indicative of what you are willing to see. Like, I know for me, it's very difficult, like extraordinarily difficult for other facilitators to work with me. Not because I think I know better than them. I will literally be like, hey, please give me your perspective. I would like to know what you think. But because the work that I do challenges what they want to do and the limits of their comfort, instead of actually being able to help, they're either going to project on me, going, this is beyond me. You are so sublime. Or they're going to project in the opposite direction. Oh, you haven't done this, this, and this. This is so, no, how can you be doing this? Blah, 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 blah. It's never a clear, oh, okay, I can see what's going on. I think there's one person that I have that kind of rapport with, whom I learn from all of the time. And yeah, he has absolutely no pretenses. He's basically a, if you basically imagine an Ewok that talks on Skype to you once in a while. Rough, raw, ready, and very, very brutally honest, but kind. That's the kind of energy I work best with. But anyone else who's not actually willing to look, and I get these very polarized views, you know, very, very polarized views. And it's, it's, I don't get people who can actually see. I get people who try very hard. I get people who have learned something and think that they've understood some aspects of reality. I get people who talk a lot but don't actually listen. And then I get those few people in my life that I don't might not always share space with because everyone's got their own life. But I know that when they are listening and they see, they really do see. And it's not about them. And it's not about a competition. And it's not about trying to heal, trying to fix, trying to compete. It's not about saying, hey, this worked for me and that didn't, and blah, 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 blah. It's literal presence in a way that is undeniable and in a way that is immediate, even if they're thousands of miles away. For these people, in fact, I say, if I'm perfectly honest, I can maybe say one, maybe two people have that effect on me. But it's so hard to find people like that, especially when you are willing to see things that will challenge others. And that's what having Saturn on the Great Attractor does. Oh boy, I'm looking forward to see what the solar eclipse has in store for me. But it's, and it's not an easy road. It really isn't. But what I do find is that the thing that brings me comfort at the end of the day, beyond my very precious little girl, who, despite whatever else may be going on in my reality, all she has to do is one look at me and she knows. She knows. She knows what's going on. She knows when her mommy needs her. She knows when to just come and sit down. I'd say that's probably been the greatest comfort and the greatest medicine and the greatest blessing. That's why I value my daughter because she's my daughter. But that's one of the biggest things I respect about her, because she just knows it. you know she just allows it to be what it is. And frankly, for all of the song and the dance that I see people doing, most human beings don't know how to do that. They don't know how to just sit down and listen. They don't know how to just know. They might not have an intellectual understanding of what's happening, but they will just know. And to me, that is, at the end of the day, is the truest, rawest, and most loving and most kind and most, if you want to call it, rewarding. That little touch of a little small little nose or a small little paw I get on my leg, that has been the only real reward of this journey in a material sense. In the immaterial sense, I don't know yet, you know? So it's the kind of it's the kind of road which I would say teaches you to value what is real, what has that same vibration of truth, what is willing to accept you in the fullness of what you are without needing to make a song and dance about it in the mind. I have yet to meet very many people who can do that. Very, very rarely. And the people who do it quite naturally are, well, quite blessed at what they do. But I'm looking at the comments and I don't really, maybe I'm not expressing myself right, but maybe there's just a little bit of a disconnect with what people are getting and what I'm saying. But whichever it is, it's not, I guess what I'm trying to say is the more you pull at it, the less you see is, and you see more of nothingness. And the more willing you are willing to sit with it. And when you can we can find that rare soul or that rare being, two-legged or four-legged, that can actually experience that space with you. That's a very rare blessing to have. That's what I'm trying to say. But hopefully that comes across. So let me drop out of this vibe for a bit and look at what else people have been saying. So let's pop back into the hellos and see if we get to a different flow. So hello, Kavya. Thank you for the hugs. Hello, Kimberly. Hello, Ray. Thank you. Hello, you. Vivi asks, what do you think of fasting at this time? Only if your body wants it. Umi says, hello, just popped over from Priestess Osset Amanra, who is, of course, a friend. Can't wait to catch up. Gabriella says, yes, just showing up. Christine sends hearts and a sun. Meghna says, hair actually does really good today. I believe the magic word is shampooing. Um, let's see. Empress says, ignore the comments. It pops up on the screen. Okay. Sarah says, my dog's name is Halo. It is the best love I know. You get it. I'm trying to convince a Shiba Inu dog, but he's like, not till we have some settled life. Here we go. You says, I completely resonate with this. This is the questions I've asked myself the last couple of months. Lots of people and experience I thought I let go of or understood, but I have so much to learn. You and me both. I mean, yeah, it doesn't end what you learn. But if you, okay, Lynx wants to know about the solar eclipse. Look at the previous videos, honey. But if you were to try and just, you know what? I think I'm going to look at the comments for a bit. Maybe I'll get some inspiration with the questions. Vivi says, what about people who don't have people to share in real life? What is the art of sharing such feelings? What is the outlet? Well, you could do a video and speak, or you could do art. Art helps a lot. I tend to journal and write, and I try playing around in my non-dominant hand, and I find out more things, and I just keep at the process. But yeah. Anyway. So, what else did I want to say today? It's more of a feeling, I guess, I wanted to share, but I don't know if that is, again, coming across and communicating, because words are just words, you know. I was thinking about doing a big song, well, not a song and dance. I was thinking about wearing some earrings. That's about as glamorous as I thought I was going to be today. My baby girl gave me a look, and I knew she did not approve. Then I looked at it, I was like, oh God, no. She's my fashion designer as well. I kid you not. We think that she's going to reincarnate as a flaming gay fashion designer in Paris. I'm pretty sure. Okay. Oh, not just fallen in love with the adorable kitty that I'm cat sitting. Oh, and I'm heartbroken that I have to give her owner back to her soon. Oh, honey. Enjoy the time that you do have. Kavya says, I've been finding some comfort in listening to Tao Te Ching. It reminded me of it when I heard you speak. Thank you very much. Brenda says, truth stands alone. It is simple. It is clear. That is true. That is true. No one said it was fun, though. Bump Tiggy says, hi, Sky Priestess and family, much love. I like seeing this name. Seeing this name makes me happy. Bump Tiggy, what a name. What a name. But yeah, I guess it's more about sharing a vibe, and I didn't want to go the whole, guided meditation transmission route. It's just more about sharing a vibe and seeing if there are people who resonate with it. It's a lot of people are very tired. A lot of people feel very alone. A lot of people are questioning themselves. God knows I'm questioning myself. But that happens. That happens. That's just part of the process. Mm-mm-mm. Another person has, okay, oh my God. Julia's fur babies force her to wear mini skirts. They have opinions. They do. Let me tell you what I'm going to try and make today. Physical pain has been quite bad, so I've basically been lying down in my bed, not able to move for about 3 or 4 days. Like I said, this is a very hard hit on my natal thereus. So, I've been zonking out and watching Modern Family. So today, I'm going to make the big attempt of trying to make a fruit salad. But I've got some yogurt, some pomegranate. I like calling them pomegranates because they look like grenades, and explosions of red, but a good red. So I've got some pomegranates, and I've got blueberries, I've got some yogurt, some nuts, and I'm probably going to try and mix it together and see if that makes me feel a little better today. It's just one of those days of deep disillusionment. I mean, yes, of course, I can tell you, astrologically, we are all facing this because Neptune is about to station direct, because we're about to have an occultation of Mars and the moon and the sign of Scorpio, because we are going to go and move our way up to the solar eclipse, conjunct the great attractor, squaring Nessus, I believe is it in conjunct Uranus, and so on and so forth. But you know what? Those are all just words. They're all words, they're all numbers. Rather than meeting a person with that, I'd rather just show up and meet a person with feelings. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing today. We are just meeting up with feelings. And I like what Antonis has said. We shall focus more on the be than on the cause of because. Nice, nice. I like that. I like that. Empresses, you're not alone. Some have been waking up crying. I considered releasing what not served, but sentimental about. Fair enough, fair enough. Lantern Hill says, so sorry you're having pain. Hope you feel better quickly. I hope so. I think my health has been really hit the past 10, 12 years, but I'm hoping so hard that all of this work will get things back on track. But we'll see. Ariel Spiritual. What? How's my joints, appetite, and cognizance recouping? Anandinus wants to know, what do you mean by recouping? As in recovering? Am I reading that right? Ariel says, Sky Priestess, I appreciate you very much. I appreciate you too. I appreciate all of you who are just willing to show up and be, because that's what we're going to need. That is what we are going to need more than anything else. We're going to need that truth to help all of us find our way home. Another one says recovering. Yes. Well, I well, I guess one of the things that comes with the name Sky Priestess is that I kind of, the way people feel like when it's going to rain, they'll feel it in their knees, their joints, or they'll feel a funny thing on their elbows. Me, I feel what's happening in the cosmos very directly in my body. So, when I try, whether it's traditional medicine or Western medicine, if there's a very strong astrological alignment, it will just plow it through, and I just need to wait. Ooh, Kavya says you can also add some mint. Mint is an excellent idea. Mint is a very excellent idea. I will see if I can dig up some mint. Batwoman says, I think everyone is going through their individual personal struggles. Indeed, you bring me comfort in mind, sending hugs. Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate it. Roses and B says, wishing you the best. My chart is a hard one right now as well. I can imagine. Ling Xing says it is. Yeah. Yep. Oh, I guess that's what I came to say. Everything is shit. Feel free to cry. Mind you, I don't cry very easily. Though if I look at my girl long enough, if I look at my girl long enough, I will start to cry. Like I'll just think about her and her little face, and I'll just be like, how she came and found me, and she must have turned away so many people who wanted to pick up this adorable little girl. Yeah, I'll just go, you know, that's my waterworks switch. That's my waterworks switch, my girl. But no, it just feels like this is the part that has to be acknowledged. I sincerely hope for all of us that we're going to have something better, something more aligned. I hope that all of this work that everyone is doing, that I am doing, that many of you in your own ways are doing, I hope all of this will yield something wonderful, something good, something kind, something loving. Because honestly, I can tell you things have just been going in a spiral for about a decade now. And I think we really, really need that transformation to happen. So, lots happening around my birthday. Gonna be 35. Woo, woo, woo. And we'll see. We will see. Anyway, I'm glad we could all share this space today. And of course, I have been dressed by my little daughter, who will tell me if she doesn't like what I'm wearing. Let me see if she's around. No, she decided to do an exit stage right or stage left before I started. She was like, no, mommy, you have that look. You're going to pull me up to the camera. You have that look. So, but anyways, Link says we'll celebrate your birthday online. That would be that would be really nice. For me, family is me, my brother, the girls. That's what we got. Ashley says, today is my baby's birthday. Oh, please wish your baby a happy birthday from me. See, I like babies. Babies for babies. They make me happy. They definitely do. Sarah says, yes, for me, pretty much since 2012. When Saturn was in my sun sign, it's been almost constantly uphill. I mean, there's like a normal level of, what I would expect to be a normal level of difficulty. For those of you who play computer games, right? There's normal, there's medium, and then there's hell. Especially if you play Diablo 2, and I did. So there's like a nightmare version of events, and then there's the normal difficulty. And it just feels like the difficulty setting has just been pushed so far and so high up that it's bringing so many people to a breaking point, you know? And I think that's what needs to be acknowledged. So I am sincerely hoping that December is going to make some powerful, some beautiful, some good changes. And for once, I will actually have a happy birthday. So fingers crossed, fingers crossed. And for those of you again who want the astrological info, go to the previous videos. Search says, and some rum too. Not a big rum fan, but I like my Guinness. I do like my Guinness. And Anandiness is already like, coming up with campfire campfire opportunities. I mean, I'll see if I can yeah. Brenda sums it up. It feels like we might be entering hell. The switch has been flipped, and it is up to us to move it with love in our hearts and not despair. I don't know if it's up to us, honey, but I'm going to keep trying anyway. But that's all you can do, right? I think it's honestly Pluto in Capricorn. I'm going to be so happy when it enters Aquarius. I'm going to be so happy. I mean, I can see the start of all of these rumblings around 2006. I think it's basically this long ass alignment, and we just got to keep hanging in there, and that's hard. That's so hard. But anyway, Batwoman says, love Guinness. Yeah, yeah. Christian says, campfire and community would be lovely. Oh, now before anyone gets super excited, I should tell you that I did get vaccinated, but it's not the mRNA vaccine. It is the traditional vaccines that have been available in Malaysia from the get-go. We were just waiting to see, any results of any ill effects from the traditional vaccine. It's called Sinovac here, and and yeah, had it, no real symptoms. So I'm going to be finishing that because this government is locking everything down, won't let me leave the country without it. So, hopefully once that process is done, I'll see if I can come over stateside and maybe we can have an in-person gathering or something. But we will plan that properly in advance. But yeah, so that's also been happening. But yeah, I've been monitoring myself. No biggie. Nothing bad has happened from it. So, having said that, it's yeah, I think I'm going to sign off. I send all of you much love, very many blessings. We are all going through our personal journeys, and hopefully we find a way. We see the light at the end of the tunnel, you know? Julia says, oh dear, we don't even have that kind of vaccine here. Lucky you. China. China basically pushed it into Malaysia and said, hey, use it. So I think that's more politics than anything else. But now we waited, and there were no ill reports. And there's a very strong traditional medical council here that regulates traditional medicines and is very on the ball, on the point of a lot of these things. So yeah. Oh, Julia says, so much love from your koala. Now, Julia is a dear friend whom I knew when I was in college. And she is, well, I'm 5'9" and Julia is, how tall are you, Julia? If you don't mind me asking. But Julia is she's significantly shorter than me, but she has a very big spirit and a very beautiful voice. And I used to love dancing with Julia. And when she sings, it's like a light just coming straight out of her. So I used to call her my koala because I could, cuddle her. So yes, 1 meter 50. Okay, she's not from the U.S., so she's not going to be using the other system. So yeah, a little bit about 24 centimeters shorter than me. But no, it's good to see you online, honey. I hope you and your loved one are doing very well. And hopefully we get a chance to dance again. That would be nice. And hopefully I get a chance to hear you singing again. Should we sing a song today? I don't know. Let's see. Zen Steel says, much love, take care, and all his blessings to you and the family. I have been reading your comments, honey. I have. It sounds terrible what you've been going through. Christine says, thank you and take care all. Indeed, indeed. Anadana says, state gathering would be lovely. I will see what I can do. I'm playing this really carefully because I don't want to do anything irreversible. So far, so good. So, hopefully we can all meet together, do a proper hello neighbor in person. Julia says, yeah, singing always heals tiredness and pain. See, if they had Care Bears in a koala shape, that would be Julia. That's the best way I can express it. Let me ask my brother. You on there? Yo. You think I should sing a song? Is there a song you'd like to sing right now? I don't know. Give me an idea. Julia. I've already sung like the thing. Is there like a one only song too? No. A Christmas song. Ah, Christmas song. Oh God. Okay, you will find this funny. When I was little, apparently Silent Night was the song that I loved the most. And we had relatives who were Americans, and so they brought the celebration of Christmas to the household. And because my birthday was very close to Christmas, I got the Christmas experience, which is why if I ever do have a stable house someday, I will probably have a Christmas tree. And I will probably decorate it with all kinds of sparkly, shiny things that are hopefully environmentally friendly. But, and let me just do a thingy to my computer to turn it on because I need the thing. Or a Christmas song. Let's just, well, I think I've sung Silent Night on this before. And as people coming in can tell, this is really, really not a serious, deep. I guess it's deep, but it's not one of those, this is the deep, dark philosophy of the cosmos. Hear my words. Yeah, it's not one of those. Not that I'd necessarily pose like that either, but give me a sec while I just turn on my laptop. Just give me a sec. I have to use this to hit the battery reset button on my laptop because the universe likes making simple things very difficult for me sometimes. So, just give me a sec. That, and I'm ridiculously loyal to laptops. There we go. Yes, come on. Just give me a sec. Most unsexy production value ever. But I suspect that's why you guys like me. At least one of the reasons. Here we go. All right, so Anna, can you turn on your Wi-Fi real quick? Because I don't want to is it? So I'm going to find a Christmas song. And thank you for your patience. So, and I'm going to give Julia a surprise. Actually, rather than a Christmas song, I'm going to go and sing you something that I learned how to sing to piss off an old boyfriend. And so this guy was a real snob, and he was all about how he had gone to Italy and learned the bel canto singing method. And I was like, oh dear God. Okay, fine. But he was absolutely insistent that there was no way that I could basically, listen to notes and know if things were on key or off key without training, because, I've always had a musical ear. This is the way I do things, sometimes I just get so pissed off about something. I'm just going to be like, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to do it, and you can just shut up. And so when I sang this song, it's been a while, but he was so angry that I had gotten it right, and it took me about a night to get it. He was just like, he didn't say anything, and he couldn't say anything, and he had to shut up. That was a sweet moment. So this is a song in German, which is a language that I did learn how to speak. And so, Julia, it's been a very long time. So please, if the pronunciation is off, and in fact the melody may be off, do excuse me. So I won't sing the whole thing. But it's called, I'll give you the translation first. It's called Serenade. And these are the basic translation. Silently, my songs beg through the night to you, down into the quiet grove, darling, come to me. Whispering, slim treetops rustle in the moonlight, the hostile eavesdropper's ear maid, fear not. Do you hear the nightingales sing? Oh, they implore you with the sounds of sweet laments, they plead for me. This is a song that's known as Staendchen by Franz Schubert. So again, been a long time, but wish me luck. Julia, don't judge. It's been a long time, and you are professionally trained. So. Leise fliehen meine Lieder durch die Nacht zu dir. In den stillen Hain hernieder, Liebchen, komm zu mir. Flüstern schlanker Wipfel rauschen in des Mondes Licht, in des Mondes Licht, des Verräters peinlich Lauschen übt der Holde nicht, übt der Holde nicht. Hörst die Nachtigallen schlagen, ach, sie fliehen dich, mit der Töne süßen Klagen, fliehen sie für mich, fliehen sie für mich. But yeah, it's been a while. So probably got the melody mixed up in one of the paragraphs, but yeah, that's the mood for tonight. Schubert's Staendchen, which I basically learned to piss off some dude because he was convinced that I could not sing. My brother says thumbs up. So, I always found German to be a very romantic language. He has no idea why. Thank you. I appreciate the positive comments, and thank you very much, Linksjing, Sanaudanis, Sabine, Christine, Zenseal, Batwoman, Antonis, and of course, Julia, yourself. You're my little inspiration today, dear koala. Oh, look who has come to grace us with her presence. Hang on. Let me see if I can. Baby. Anyway, she has come to say, Mommy, that's enough. That's fine. You did enough. So then she makes her presence known. So I send all of you much love, and hopefully singing can also relieve some of the whatever we're all feeling at this time. Sending you love, many blessings, many hugs, and as Linksjing says, that's all, folks. Bye.